Hey guys, how you doing? This is the I think second update on what I've been doing on the robotic leg as it is at the moment. Rather than I've yet to build the whole bot. In fact, there's a project that I'm going to do after I finish building the leg to learn more about inverse kinematics, help teach myself. Of which I'll also put out a YouTube thing for that, hopefully, if I remember. But yeah, this is what I've done in the past 2 weeks. Now, keep in mind, it's not as much as a lot of people would, um, because I'm working a lot of the time, so I don't really have too much time between working, hobbies, going to the gym, and all that. But I was able to completely redesign the leg. First of all, drawing it, which I'll show right now. This photo is to scale. At least it is IRL. It is. I traced out each of the parts and did all that. Made sure there's no measurements on it, but that's why it's to scale, so that I can just put it right into the CAD design and start designing. Now there are a few things that I did change at the end about this. This is still the same picture. Nothing's changed about the picture, but in the CAD model I did change a few things just to make it better, refine the design a little bit more, and make it last longer, as well as get the movement out of the legs that I wanted. But yeah, this is just pencil drawing. Took me about 4 hours. But yeah, I've suited this one specifically for strength rather than prettiness. The last leg that I was focused on more prettiness and compactness, of which I've taken the leg apart, and ripped all the stuff out of it so I could reuse some of it. Now, the 3D design here, which I'm going to pull up here in a minute, I make it an Onshape. This is not sponsored. I'm way too small to have any sponsors. But yeah, I make it an Onshape, just my preferability. It's right there, easy for everybody to use. So if you're just getting started into engineering or designing things, whether it's mechanical or not, whether it's just a part or a whole assembly, I suggest using it. I really like it. I enjoy it. I found it really easy. And there's multiple ways you can design the same part. There's no correct way to do it, contrary to what a lot of people say. But yeah, so as you can see in the Onshape that I pulled up, the linear actuators are a majority the same, especially on like the end parts of the leg there. That I tried to keep as close to the drawing as possible. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's almost exactly the same, with exception to a few slightly tweaked parts to allow for more movement, and more clearance, so that I could try to pull as much movement out of this leg as possible. But you'll notice the end piece, the part that like actually attaches to the body there, that's actually significantly different. I decided to flip that actuator around for a very specific reason. As I mentioned in the last video, whether or not you watched enough to see it or hear it, I would like this robot to jump. Not only that, I would like it to be able to traverse terrain as a robot should. So that's why I'm pulling out as much movement out of leg as possible. But yeah, I took the here, I'll circle it on the screen. I took in the drawing here, I took this linkage and or well, I don't know if it circled it or not, but I took that first linkage that pushes the second segment of the leg up and down, and I pulled it to the back, as well as added this little lever arm to the bottom there, of which I think has a good possibility of being a failure point. So that's what testing is for. I might actually tweak it a little bit more just to, like, after testing and all that, I might tweak some of those parts a little bit more just to allow for more shock absorption when it does land for the jump, or if it's falling off something. But yeah, that's where I am at the moment. I just really, the next part is to save up enough for a 3D printer and get one so I can start manufacturing the parts. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.